Hi out there, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Jesse Rhodes. I've come out to you today to talk a little bit more about the Mandela Effect and about some other changes and things that I've seen, and some things I also want to discuss with those in the community out there that are aware and that their eyes have been open to what's going on. I definitely think that we have merged with another reality due to the fact that there is a lot of reality residue that's still left over. Because, for example, if we look up the way product names once were, we can see that we have some people that still spelled it the original way that we remember, like Fruit Loops, or as you've seen from my video, Captain Crunch. And you can see that they spelled it the original way. But then we have the new artwork that we see, and the fact that the products have changed and that the spelling is completely different on those product labels now. So we definitely can see that there is a lot of reality residue, which leads me to sort of think that maybe we've kind of combined together, realities have sort of combined together different dimensions and things like that. But you know, for me, I feel like this is a time to be excited. I mean, I am really enjoying my life right now, and regardless of all these changes and all the health changes I myself have had, which some good and some bad, it just feels like that life couldn't get any better. And instead of being scared, which I know some of you out there might be scared, because some of this stuff can really give you a lot of fear and make you wonder, you know, are you losing sense of who you are? Are you just losing it, or are you just crazy? But the fact of the matter is that no, you're not. This is just stuff that an outpour of people are noticing and seeing. And it should not be a time to be scared of this. It should be a time to embrace it, a time to be excited about it, a time to look forward to what's next, because life does throw you a few surprises, but I believe that it is definitely still worth enjoying every moment of it that you can. A lot of changes have definitely happened for me. I have found the love of my life, which is something that I never thought would happen for me again. And I recently just got approved for financing on a very nice vehicle, which I did improve my credit, but I never thought that that would actually happen for me, but it did. I have a good steady job, and other than some health issues and other minor things, I've been making it through. And this feels like, it does feel like a different reality to me, because personally, this is the stuff that I never had 2 years ago than I do have now. And most people would say, well, you know, you set goals and you meet them and you meet people and then things happen and things can change. That is true, life does change. I'm not going to argue and say it doesn't. But with all these other Mandela Effect changes, it kind of makes you wonder if your own life hasn't been somehow shifted or changed within all of this, just because you don't feel like that this stuff could have happened to you before. But it really is an exciting time right now. I mean, to just see what's going to happen tomorrow, what new Mandela Effect may come up, what might happen next, what might change next, is actually very exciting to look forward to. And also scary, but very exciting. I believe that life is a gift, regardless of what dimension you're living in. And that once we die, you know, who knows, jump to another dimension, go to heaven, or maybe there's nothing there, who knows. But I know one thing for sure, is that we will die, and we should not let our lives already die just because of what's going on. We should look forward to the next chapter regardless, and just let these things take place as they do, but also come to notice what's going on so we can also help others open their eyes to this kind of stuff. There's a lot of things, I think there's probably a lot of people out there that think this is all conspiracy theory. I definitely don't believe that anymore. And a lot of people whose eyes have been opened know that this is not a conspiracy theory, because this stuff really is happening. I've had my girlfriend, who I've shown a lot of the cereal products to, especially Fruit Loops, and especially Captain Crunch. And she remembers it the original way. And it's very interesting, because most people, you know, want to argue about that, but it creeps her out, because she remembers it an entirely different way, like I do. And she remembers it the old way like I do. And it's just, I know I'm not the only one. And then my best friend, Jimmy, who was in one of my videos, remembers everything like I remember it. My mom does too, and even his parents. He asked them, and they remember Ford not having the curly Q on the F. So there's just so many changes and a lot of aggressiveness in people, especially out on the roadway. When you're driving, people just have no respect anymore, and they don't seem to be driving as good as what they once were. I don't know if that's just me, but I mean, it seems like people are driving more erratically, or not being smart when they're on the road, or they're always tail ending you. I've had semis passing me over the last month when I'm literally almost going 65 miles per hour on the road, on a regular road. So things have definitely changed, especially a lot of the aggressiveness in people. But most people out there think that we are stupid, or that we are basically just losing it, or that we are just making things up about all this that's going on. I really strongly believe that a lot of those people, a majority of them, are the ones that don't want to accept it or face it, more than likely. And that a lot of them might also be from this current connected reality, where they remember things just the way they are now. And I think that there's just a lot of people in general that, just don't want to accept it, don't want their eyes to be open to it. And there's also a case of a lot of people having fogged memories, not really knowing that this stuff has taken place. But a lot of people are going to think you're crazy, but I would not let them affect you, because there's so much proof now. I mean, there's literally just a lot of proof. And if you go on YouTube, that's where you're going to find most of your stuff. And there is a current website under construction right now that speaks of the Mandela Effect, and that you will be able to go to get more information on it once it is completely created. But really, I think that this is a time to still live your life. Enjoy it. And despite all the scary things going on in the world, with my sympathies go out to the Orlando victims of that nightclub, go out to their families for what happened. I'm very sorry for your loss. And I just wanted to say that out there real quick before I go. And I just think that with all this going on, we should be thankful. We should still want the zest for life, and that we should still enjoy it, because even though things may change, I think the summary of it is simply put it this way, is that they may change, but life is still a gift regardless. And if we did quantum jump, or if we did move on to another reality, then I'm thankful that to really still be alive and to still be able to be here. So let people think you're crazy, but the Mandela Effect is a real thing. And this is just my point of view, all the support that I've had, all the backup I've had from family and friends, and people in the YouTube community. I back you up 100% now, because I really do believe in this now, and I believe this is really something that we're dealing with. I mean, go look at a map and take a look at the continents and just how different everything is. It is insanely different on a map if you look at it. And it just boggles my mind what's coming next. Peace out.